Live from Cleveland, this is Progressive Field. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the San Diego Padres going up against the Indianapolis Indians. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set now. Today's starting pitcher, number 41.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Ready to go. The wind of the pitch. That's off the mark. And we're underway here this afternoon. Next offering misses, and now 2-0. And the right-hander deals. And there's a rocket into the outfield.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And the batter now, Quentin Berry. A little bit low. And the 1-0. That one ripped. One away.
Batting third.
As we take a look at the Padres lineup, the challenge for him today, Singy, elevating the baseball against this sinker baller that's on the mound.
Yeah, that's the challenge, but it also might affect the way they approach base running in this one, Boog. You get a runner on first, you anticipate trajectory down, and when the ball's in the dirt with a good secondary lead, you break for second. So whether it's a stolen base or not, you stay out of the double play, get that runner in a scoring position, and that can help you put more runs on the board.
BID, ball in dirt. Jackson, the base runner at first with one out. Next pitch downstairs, 2-0. Working down to the zone to start the at-bat, looking for that double play ground ball.
Yeah, back-to-back sinkers there. He's looking for some weak contact or to get this hitter to roll over. Now, as a hitter, you have to be really disciplined. Don't look down because you'll end up chasing the ball down. Set your sights high. Maybe you get a mistake.
To third might be 2. Throws to second for 1. And that's 2. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. Back now at Progressive Field. And on the hill in this one, Anibal Sanchez.
He's a dominant pitcher, but he can get a little too relaxed second and third time through the order and miss his spots. That's where we see him get touched up. If he maintains the same intensity that he has in the first inning and the second inning, I think we'll see him hand the ball over to his closer.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now, Roberts. The pitch. Soft contact in the air, and that one gets down, fair ball.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. Totally tied up with that inside pitch. Got to it late and deep in the zone, but he got the bat on plane enough to fight it off the other way. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now, number 13. Swing, and the bat went flying there. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Over to second for 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Batting first, the right fielder, Manny.
So digging in, Manny Ramirez. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Now move to first. Back in there standing. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers.
There goes the runner. This one popped up right side. And that will fall. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. Flared it out there and got it to drop for the base hit. I think he got it off the handle just a little bit, but the bat held up for him enough to get something behind that swing.
At the plate, David Justice. Ball 1 low. The 1-0. Just off the outside edge.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Righty delivers. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. First and third, 1 down. That catches the top part of the zone. 2-2 now. That's a base hit. Run scores. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Throw into third. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away.
That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Runners on the corners with 1 gone. Here's the third baseman, Matt Williams. In the air, right field. Number 12 moving under it. Makes the catch. Runner tags from third. The throw's offline. He's saved. It's 2-0.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
And now, number 25.
Number 25.
Pitch is in there. It's 0-1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch you'll see in this at bat to hit.
And that's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And here's the catcher, number 15. Gets him easily, ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. We go on to inning number 2. The Indians have the advantage, 2-0. Top of the second, leading off, Prince Fielder.
The first baseman, Prince Fielder.
And a pitch. And that's through there for a strike.
0-1.
And a strike in there. And now 1-2. The wind and the pitch. That one misses. 2-2. And that skips in the dirt. Line to left. And that's a fair ball.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Now the DH for the Padres, Delman Young. Check swing, went around, and it's 0-1. Fielder gets his lead at first with nobody out. Pop foul out of play off to the right. And the pitch. And delivers outside. And that one is lifted in the air. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Nobody out. Runner at first. Line drive. And that's a base hit. Throws to second. Safe.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. I'll tell you, man, it's such a good feeling when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that. I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Stepping in, number 12.
That's a ball.
And takes low for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Kicks and fires. First and second here, no outs. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Left-hand batter waits. Got him! And the Padres waste a chance. Next for the Padres, Johnny Peralta. And that's in for a strike. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1. To first, maybe a 2-ball. Feeds to second, out there. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. Nothing across, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Now to the bottom of the second. The Indians on top here, 2-0. Back here in Cleveland. Now at the plate, Brian Giles.
The left fielder, Brian Giles.
The right-hander back to work. Late with the swing there. Sanchez, a former Cy Young Award winner. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a splitter, a 2-seamer, and he occasionally uses a curve. Next offering is downstairs. And that's outside. That one fouled off. 2-2. That's inside. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes and one away.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Now it's going to be Grissom. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. That's a hit, and that turns the lineup over.
Now batting.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So up next, Roberts. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Pitch misses. Ball 1. Righty to the plate. In there at the knees. And a count 1-1. Throw to first. Grissom dives back in safely. Next one misses, and a count 2-1. The pitch. And that one a little bit high. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Kicks and deals. Runner on the go. Ripped on a line to center. Jackson makes a nice running catch.
Now batting. Number 13.
So 2 down now, and here is number 13. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Pitch misses there, and that is ball 1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Two outs. Misses off the plate. Now 2 balls and a strike. Grissom, the runner at first with 2 gone. The 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. And he deals. Just off the inside corner. 3-2 now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And a pop-up on the left side of the infield. That is the inning. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. On to the third inning. Now here is number 13.
The catcher, number 13.
Yeah, the right-hander back to work. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Ball one, no strike.
Just missed.
Outside.
Check swing. He held up. And it's 3-0. Sinker gets the bottom of the zone, and that's a strike. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
The second base.
Number 4, the next up for the Padres. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. At the belt and fires. On the ground, out to short. Oh, great stop. There's one. On to first, safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Just a beautiful play right there to get it out. He dives to make the stop. Then a nice feed from his knees. Knew he didn't have time to get up and make that throw. The throw beats the runner. That's that internal clock working.
Austin Jackson will hit next. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. On the ground, 2 ball. Fires to second for 1, and they can't buy a break. Their third double play already ends the third inning for them. Nothing doing here this half. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. The Indians have the lead 2-0. As we go to the last of the third. And now the right fielder, Manny Ramirez. Ramirez measures 6 feet even, 200 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
Counts 1-0.
The 1-0. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. And a pitch. Slider misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
And another ball. The kick, the 3-2. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a full scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Justice stands in now and watches strike 1. Oh, and 2 as he waves at that one.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Left-hand hitter waits. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Down the third baseman, Matt Williams. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. Misses outside, and it's 1-0. Ramirez, the lead runner at second. Justice at first with no outs. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, these guys showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
The next offering misses. 2-2.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
No outs, runners at first and second. There's a line drive to left field. That's a base hit. Ramirez rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay throw. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 3-zip.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And now the first baseman, number 25. And he's already singled in this game. Off the plate inside. Ball one. Check swing, but he went too far. And the count 1-1. The pitch. Just missed. And here it comes. Check swing went around. And it's 2-2. The pitch. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Number 15 in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. That one off the mark, and that's ball 2.
He's been trying to tease the zone with that slider, but these hitters have showed patience, not going outside the strike zone.
Next offering is down low.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
That clips the zone. 3 balls and a strike.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
3-2. In the air, left field. And puts the squeeze on that. 2 away now.
The left fielder, number 22, Ryan Giles.
So first and second with 2 outs. Here's the left fielder, Brian Giles. He swings and fouls one off. And a pitch. And that's outside. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Smash to the left side. They get the force. Inning over. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 3-0. Back after this on the show. As we go to the top of the 4th, and stepping in is the speedy Quentin Berry. The Y to kick the pitch. And a base hit into right.
Now back, the third baseman.
And now here is Miguel Cabrera. He hit into a double play his first time up. And that's outside.
You know, these Padres looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. The good news is they're getting runners on base. The bad news is they've grounded into 3 double plays, and that's almost always a rally killer.
Next pitch misses way outside. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw to second. Save. Chris's wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Here comes a pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Prince Fielder, the next up for the Padres. That's in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
To short, could be 2. 1 at second. How about that double play?
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
So here's the Padres DH, Delman Young. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Out to short, and a base hit knocks in a run.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Runner at first with 2 away. Stepping in for San Diego, number 12. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That one's in there, 0-1. Young off of first with 2 away. Right-hander kicks, deals. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. And that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back. John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th,
number
Chris
17.
The wind of the pitch. Ball one there. You and I got a chance to broadcast the 2019 All-Star game, and the city of Cleveland did such a great job. I felt like wherever you turned, there was some type of ad for the All-Star game, a face of one of the players playing in the game. I thought the city overall supported the event really well. That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, and I think the players backed it up from the home run derby and the show that was put on between Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Pete Alonso, and others. It was off the charts. And then the game is always special. When you see the best in baseball, you remember how special this game is. And to be here at this ballpark, I think just was the icing on the cake.
Hit on the ground to the right side, and he picks it up and he'll put it in his pocket. The pitch. Good eye in that spot. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle.
Now batting,
Number 13 now at the plate.
He's going.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game, and that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment, or guys are going to be running all game.
Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Roberts around third. He will score. It's 4-1.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get into scoring position, come through with the base knock. You had a run.
One out, runner at second. Now it's the right fielder, Manny Ramirez. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 5-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And now it's going to be David Justice.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. The pitch. There's a swing and a drive. In one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. The relay to second, and he's there with a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. You see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Second and third, one gone. And here is Matt Williams. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
And the right-hander deals. Swing and a foul straight back. The 0-2.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Swings through it for the K. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Number 25 in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. The next pitch misses, and that's ball 2. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. The 2-1. Out towards right center field. Jackson under this one. Makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. Welcome back. Ready now for the 5th inning. So digging in now for San Diego, Johnny Peralta. The right-hander back to work. There's a strike.
You know, these Padres doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Gathers and throws to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Now batter, number 13.
Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, number 13. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. And a pitch.
Ball.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Now here is number 4. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Righty to the plate. Good eye right there.
2-0.
Now 3-0. And now 3-1.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
And there's ball 4.
Now batting, the center fielder.
So the lineup flips over. Next for the Padres, Austin Jackson. First pitch just misses.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
And the 1-0. Ground ball could be 2. 1 at second. Back to first, and it's over his head. And this ball's going to wind up out of play. So a big-time costly mistake there. Quentin Berry getting ready to hit. Out to short. Fires across the diamond. Third out, and that ends the frame. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Indians lead it 5-2. Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the inning. Here's the catcher, number 15. It's amazing we get a chance to talk to a lot of opposing managers. This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with the other more recognizable names in this lineup.
1 up, 1 down.
The left fielder, number 22, Brian.
Next to hit, Brian Giles. In there for strike 1.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Here's the 0-2. That one ran inside, almost got him. Next offering misses, and the count's even at 2. In the air out to center, Jackson under it. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, number 17.
And now here's a speed threat, outfielder Grissom. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Ground ball left side. A dive. Nice stop to first. Not in time. He legs it out.
The effort from both players involved in this play just really stands out to me. I mean, you got the diving stop at short, which was outstanding, and how can you not love the hustle flying down the line? That's just great baseball at an extremely high level.
So the batting order turns over. Roberts, the next to hit.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner into center.
And it's fouled away.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
And the pitch. Now 1-1.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
And the righty deals. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. And that ball is gone. A 2-run shot, and they boost their lead. It's 7-2.
He wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here is number 13. First offering misses the mark. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. And there's a foul ball. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Ball to strike. The pitch. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Next pitch inside, and it's 2-2. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Two down, nobody on. On the ground, right side. He handles it himself. That's the third out. Inning over. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now a 7-2 ball game. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Stepping in for San Diego, Miguel Cabrera. Cabrera measures 6 feet 4 inches, 29 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. That one's in there, and that's strike one. The pitch. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Oh, 0-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And the 0-2. That one missed.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
That misses. It's 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Kicks and deals. Right side, hard hit. Takes it himself. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Prince Fielder.
Next up is the cleanup spot for the Padres. Prince Fielder. And that's in there for strike one. They say you win.
0-2 is the count.
The 0-2. Got him swinging.
Now batting, designated hitter.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the DH for the Padres, Delman Young. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That one hammered but pulled foul. The wind and the pitch. Out there to center. Pulls it in on the run. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for him there to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Indians out front here, 7-2. Righty reliever out of the pen, number 62.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
So digging in, Manny Ramirez.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
The pitch. Now a screamer into the outfield. Berry makes the catch for the out. And there's one down. And next is the designated hitter, David Justice.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
First offering, and it just misses.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And there's the strike. Kicks and fires.
That's a ball.
And the slider catches the zone.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
The 2-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. Next pitch is outside. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Williams at the plate and takes high there.
Ball one, no strike.
That's in there, and it's a ball and a strike. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Back here in Cleveland, we go to the top of the 7th. So digging in now for San Diego, number 12. The wind of the pitch. And ball one to the right fielder.
Counts 1-0.
And it's 1-1.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Next pitch misses, and it's 2-1. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. And the batter now, Johnny Peralta. First pitch just misses. That one down the line, and that's just foul. The pitch. Got it by him for the K.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Number 13. Puts it in the air out towards left center, and he'll play it on a bounce.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
This one smoked out to left. Giles makes the grab, and that's the inning. One left for San Diego. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Here in Cleveland, set for the last half of the 7th. And here's the first baseman, number 25. And here it comes. There's a strike.
You know, this group of hitters doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. One thing that really stands out is their chase rate. League average is around 30%, but they're at less than 20% right now.
And he deals. Strike 2.
It's been tough fooling these guys, and those chase rate numbers back it up. They've been really smart at the plate, and that's one of the best ways to frustrate a pitcher because nothing seems to come easy.
That's down and in. That missed inside. Ball 2. Right-handed reliever. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
And here's the catcher, number 15. That's a little bit low.
Ball 1, no strike.
A swing and a soft liner. Fair ball. Lead runner around second. In there safely.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. Just to flare down that right field line, and he got it to drop in fair. I guarantee you, he was yelling, get down, as he ran out of the box because, Boog, sometimes you just got to talk to it.
And the batter now, Brian Giles. Righty delivers. In the dirt, blocked. The tag, and he's out at second.
Kind of a tough read for the base runner right there. You're usually trying to be aggressive on balls in the dirt, trying to get into scoring position, but if it doesn't get away very far, or you can't tell how far it is, most catchers are going to get to it and throw you out at the base. And right there, excellent job by the catcher. He helps out his pitcher big time.
At the belt and fires. And a count 1-2. Left-hand hitter waits. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider's more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Grissom in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. And the next pitch is way outside. And there's a ball. Swings and misses. It's 2-2.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Next one misses, and now it's 3-2. Two outs with a runner at third. And he walked him.
Take the base.
The batter, number 6.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Roberts. In there, and it's 0-1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
And the right-hander deals. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Two on, 2 outs. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. Makes the grab on the run. And that is that. Back now at Progressive Field. Here's the center fielder, Austin Jackson.
The center fielder, Austin Jackson.
And a pitch. On the ground. Lays out. He's got it. And he'll just eat it. That's an infield single.
The left fielder, number 52.
Quentin Berry will hit next. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Jackson on at first, nobody out. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
The pitch.
Oh, that's okay.
Outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
The 3-1. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Jackson round second on his way to third. Not in time. He's safe. It's 7-3.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Number 41 won't go any further, and he leaves with the lead after giving them some decent innings. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a moment. They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, number 38.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
So a man aboard, Miguel Cabrera, the next up for the Padres. Good eye right there. No outs. Runner on second. Next offering is in for a strike. And a pitch. Swings through that one for strike two. Man at second. Battling here as he fouls it away. Runner at second, nobody out. And now it's even up.
2 strikes.
The pitch. Just missed. Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Prince Fielder, the next up for the Padres.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
They say it went.
0-1's the count.
1 out and a runner at second. And he grounds one to the right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now designated hitter, Delman.
And now the DH, Delman Young.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
That's in there. That's strike one. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Brian Anderson is loosening up. This would be his first appearance for the club. Jackson, a right-hander, loosening up as well. On the ground at first. He steps on the bag. Inning over, and it could have been worse. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. The Indians on top 7-3. Bottom of the 8th. And now the shortstop, number 13.
The shortstop, number 13.
Here comes a pitch. And ball 1.
Count's 1-0.
On the ground to third. Slings to first. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Manny Ramirez now at the plate. In there at the knees. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Line to second. Snagged on the bounce. And a couple of quick outs.
Now the designated hitter, David Justice.
2 outs, base is empty. David Justice getting ready to hit. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. Swings through that one out in front that time.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
0-2 now.
Nope. Outside.
And that one in the air center field. He's got it, and that'll do it. And welcome back. We go to the 9th, and now the right fielder, number 12. The pitch. And that's down and away. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Brian Anderson, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Right-hander kicks, deals.
2 balls, no strike.
Popped in the air, left field. Giles tracks it down for the out. Johnny Peralta digs in now. Ball one, no strikes. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Swing and a ball popped up, and it drops in. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now
number 13, the next up for the Padres. First pitch, not close. Peralta leads off first with 1 away. Double play ball to second. There's one. Ow! A double play to end it.
These uneven matchups will always mean more to the minor league teams. The major league club wants to win, but the team from the minors will always want it more, and it showed today. This is a game they'll never forget.
7-3 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.